So, someone told me that Cartoon Network is supposed to be bringing back live action shows. Apparently, there is an upcoming live action music filled comedy show called Family Mashup. I don't know when the show is supposed to air on Cartoon Network, but it's supposed to be coming. But I hope it doesn't come to Cartoon Network. I hope that somebody contacts Cartoon Network, call them immediately and tell them, hey, whatever you do, don't think about bringing back live action shows. It's not worth it. It didn't work out the first time, so why the heck do you think it will work out once again? Seriously, like somebody should contact Cartoon Network immediately and stop this from happening once again. Anyways, this upcoming show is a modern day The Brady Bunch meets Pitch Perfect when a single mom and 3 sons and a single dad with 3 daughters fall in love and get married despite their kids being 2 fiercely competing a cappella groups. Okay, based on the plot, I'm sorry. It just sounds so lame as it is. I'm sorry. No. And this show will be the first live action show to air on Cartoon Network since 2013. The last time a live action show that was on Cartoon Network back in 2013, pretty much 8 years ago, that was the show Incredible Crew. And that show was trash. I don't know what Cartoon Network is thinking about when it comes to bringing back live action shows. Their live action shows that they have had have been nothing but rip-offs of shows we've seen before, and just live action shows that are just straight up trash. It had no business being on Cartoon Network. I mean, the only live action shows that were actually successful for Cartoon Network was Dude, What Will Happen? And Destroy, Build, Destroy. But either way, Cartoon Network should not be having live action shows. It's called Cartoon Network for a reason, which means I expect the network to be showing nothing but cartoons 24/7. It was always like that in the 90s, and it was still like that in the 2000s up until they started bringing live action shows. So, as a matter of fact, that used to be their old slogan, Cartoon Network, the best place for cartoons. Now, when it comes to Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, not only did they show cartoons, but they also had live action shows. They were always known to cater to viewers, not just cartoons, but live action shows. But they're called Nickelodeon and Disney Channel for a reason, because they cater to not just cartoons, but live action shows. Cartoon Network was never like that, okay? Matter of fact, when Cartoon Network had live action shows, that time was horrible. That was a sad time. Matter of fact, it was pretty much considered the dark era, the dark age of Cartoon Network, when they had crappy live action shows. But once The Incredible Crew was done, Cartoon Network was fine again. No more live action shows. It was at peace. Now we back to not having no peace, and I just don't understand it. Now, I remember when Cartoon Network actually started having some live action stuff. I would say it started around 2003 when they got rid of Cartoon Fridays, and they replaced it with the New Fridays. Now, the New Fridays, they would still air new episodes of cartoons, but they started bringing in real life kids and real life adults to host the show. I remember they had this one guy named Tommy Schneider and a woman by the name of Zinga. They hosted the show. But then Zinga left, and then they brought in Tara Sands. And the show continued until 2007. You guys remember Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater, where they would show nothing but cartoon movies? That's why it was called Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater. So then they get rid of that, and then it becomes Flick It, or whatever it was called. Now, Flick It still show cartoon movies, no doubt, but then they had some movies where it wasn't cartoon related. And I'm like, what? Why is Cartoon Network showing movies that aren't cartoon related? I don't get that. And then that's when they started bringing live action shows. And it's like, I'm feeling like Cartoon Network was trying to be like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel, especially Nickelodeon. Oh, and they were definitely ripping off Nickelodeon when it came to the Cartoon Network Hall of Game Awards. I'm like, it's like, okay, they trying to be like the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. It's like, just stop. Just stop. But look, Cartoon Network had no business airing live action shows, okay? So then around 2006, they had that movie Reanimated, which became Out of Jimmy's Head. Yeah. The movie was trash, and the show sucked ass too. I mean, the show sucked so bad that it had bad ratings. I wonder why it had bad ratings. Oh, I know, because a lot of people didn't care for the freaking show. The show was horrible. It was just about a kid named Jimmy who all of a sudden can see cartoon characters. And then you got this evil mastermind guy, whoever the hell he was. He was supposed to be like some live action ripoff of Denzel Crocker of the Fairly Odd Parents, where he wanted to get a hold of Jimmy's cartoon characters. He wanted a hold of Jimmy's cartoon characters. You know how Denzel Crocker wanted to get a hold of Timmy's Fairly Odd Parents? Yeah. Lame. And then he had like what? This one sister who was all green. She had green skin. What was she, an alien or something like that? I'm like, did the parents adopt the daughter? What he doing with a green teenage sister? I don't know. The show just sucked, and I'm glad it only lasted for one season. It didn't deserve to have a live action show when it was bad enough it had its own movie. So yeah, you had Out of Jimmy's Head, shows like Tower Prep, The Othersiders, which was lame as hell, and Unnatural History. Then there was Brain Rush. That was a show where this one guy asks kids, and they have to answer these trivia questions on roller coasters. That lasted for one season. And then there was Bobby Says. That show was pretty much a ripoff of America's Funniest Home Videos. It was pretty much the same concept, pretty much. And that show lasted for one season. Matter of fact, it only had like 6 episodes. There was Destroy, Build, Destroy. It was the show where they would destroy something, build it, and then destroy it all over again. So there was that. And then, dude, what would happen? That show was pretty much a ripoff of Jackass. I mean, you just got 3 teenagers who pretty much would come up with stuff to do. Like, they'll do like some type of experiments. That's why it's called Do What Will Happen. You know, you'll have them saying, dude, what would happen if we did this and that? And then, you know, they'll come up with the idea and they'll do the experiment. And then there's Level Up. I didn't care for Level Up. I didn't care for the movie. And I didn't care for the live action show. Okay? The only reason why I watched Level Up was because of Angie, who's betrayed by Amy Carrero. Yeah, the same Amy Carrero was on that show Young and Hungry with Emily Osment. That's the only reason why I watched it, because of her. Amy Carrero is so damn cute and hot. Ooh, I just couldn't get enough of her. And I definitely couldn't get enough of her on Young and Hungry with Emily Osment. And lastly, of course, Incredible Crew. That show was a ripoff of All That, and the show wasn't all that in a bag of chips. It was horrible. Thank God it only lasted for one season with just 13 episodes. Oh, I was so happy when it got canceled. They had that lame I was running errands with my mom music video. I'm like, are you serious? There was nothing funny about that show. And I felt bad for Jeremy Shada, the guy who was the voice of Finn on Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. I felt bad for him because I'm like, yo, what you doing with Jeremy Shada? Why you got the guy voicing Finn on Adventure Time with Finn and Jake on the show? He deserves so much better. He's doing just fine on Adventure Time, and here you go grabbing him to do Incredible Crew. Nah, man, that ain't cool. And I'm still disappointed, and I still don't get, and I still can't believe that the show was created by Nicholas Scott Cannon. Yes, the Nicholas Scott Cannon, the same Nick Cannon, created the show. Nick Cannon, the same guy. I don't know what Nick Cannon was thinking. I don't know why he thought this show that's a ripoff of the show that he was on for 2 seasons from 1998 to 2000. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. I don't know why he decided to create a ripoff of the show that he was on for 2 seasons, which was considered the golden age. 90s All That. The first 6 seasons of All That was the true golden age of All That, from 1994 to 2000. And here he go making a ripoff of the show. Seriously, somebody needs to get in contact with Cartoon Network and stop them from making live action shows. Cartoon Network, you don't need to be making any more live action shows. Just stick to your cartoons and be done with it. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop trying to be like Nickelodeon. Stop trying to be like Disney Channel. Just be yourself by airing nonstop cartoons. You're doing just fine, and here you go want to bring back live action shows. Seriously, somebody needs to contact them and stop this. I do not want to see this family matchup show air at all. F that crap. F that crap. So anyways, this is my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think. I know you guys are outraged. I'm sure when you guys heard the news, I know you was like, oh, heck, no, Cartoon Network, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, that's it. See ya.